So let me kind of repeat this. So what you're looking at is a Gantt chart. If anybody comes to you with a requirement in the sense that I want to build a web page. So one of the pages could obviously be just the logging in, right? Just logging in to the web page. So here you will have your user ID and password. You will have this. And here you will have a, where do you see this? I'll have a button over here like this. Okay. I'll say this is login. Second. And I'll say cancel. Okay. Second page could be something a little bit more complicated. It might just be a menu, and I'm just showing it for representation purpose. Oops. One second. Okay, you can have something. Okay, let's not do this. You can have a drop down like this. Okay, just a represent like this. You'll have some 10 different pages. So you have come up with the estimation that is going to take you 3 months. You have now you started the development for each of these pages. What you do, you'll also do this unit testing for each of these pages. You're going to do a unit testing in the sense you will enter your user ID and password and check whether the page is working or not. Then you will individually just look at this page whether this drop down is working, this all the different clicks and everything whatever is there is working on each of those pages or not. So that is called as unit testing. Then there is something called as QA, quality assurance, in the sense you are going to check all these pages together. Are these pages working together? When you log in, does it go to this page? If this is my first page, after logging in, does it go to the second page? Right? And then you will have a production deployment for that matter. Once you have done this, you can do production deployment. Whatever is happening over here is in the development region, not in the production region. And finally, you can have a user acceptance testing. So as an end user, you will yourself check if all the things look fine to you, and you will do a user acceptance testing from your side. So these are all your steps that you are following. These are all the steps. So a Gantt chart helps you. It kind of gives you an idea in terms of what all is uh, happening in terms of from a timeline perspective. How long will it take for each of these steps? How long is it going to take you? And that is what is a Gantt chart. So just to showcase an example, this is like a project plan. This is what is a Gantt chart in a way. Yeah, that my planning is going to take so much time, my research is going to take so much time, and design, implementation, follow up. And this would be relevant not necessarily just for IT, but for any project. It could be non-IT as well. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are going to try and see if we can create a Gantt chart in Excel. So follow me, open a new Excel file, and let's write down some of the data elements that we want. Serial number, description, rather, yeah, let's just put description. We're going to put start date, duration, end date. We'll create some data like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many ever you like, whatever you want. Let's see if we are able to build this. So description will give requirement, gathering, design, development, unit testing, A, function, UAT. So here I'm going to put a date. So let's say I put a date of MMDDYY. So what is today? 9. So let's say I put 10/1/2020. This duration I can put 10 days. Okay. So my end date will be, I can say weekday. I can do what? Oh, what was that? And I can literally add it, but I don't want to add it that way. Okay, here I can literally add it, but that. Give me a second. Oh, it will work day, I think so. So here I'm considering only work days, okay, which is why I'll use the workday function instead of just adding these two numbers. This will also include Saturday and Sunday. So if I want to check text of this is Thursday, and I do text of this. This is Sunday, which doesn't make sense to me. So I can change this to work day. Okay. Our date is 10/1/2020 and the number of days is this. So it's going to add work days. So here I'm taking 2 weeks. If I want to start instead of Thursday, I can start on a Monday also. So let's say I take this as, let's start on a Monday. So I say that my design is going to take so much time. And now my design will start one day after that. So I am going to make this again. This makes more sense. 2 weeks, Monday to Friday. Yeah, technically that's how it's working. This design I'm going to take 5 days. Let's say 4 days rather. Development will take 19 days, let's say. Unit testing will take another 19 days. My QA will take, say, 14 days. Production deployment will take probably just 1 week. And this will take another 5 days. Understood what you've done till now? You just created data. Understood till now?
So how did you convert the date into day?
I use the function text. I use the function text. Okay, and I give the input as the date, and the format I give DDD. So it gives me as the date. If I give the function text and I use the format as MMM, give me the month. If I use the function text, and again let's say I say bye, you give me the year.
Okay.
It's a very interesting function.
So what did you use for the start date also?
Start date I used, first date is just hard coded. End date is workday. Okay, workday and the duration. For this start date, I have added one workday because it is a Friday. When I add one date to it, it will start on Monday.
Okay.
Sir, can you just explain the workday part again? Like just the starting and the ending element.
Yes, so normally when you have a date, right? Let's say we are starting on 10/5. Okay. Let's say we are starting on 10/5. Where is this 10/5 is here?
Like when I use this function, right, workday C2 to D2, it is not showing the end date.
So what is it showing?
It is showing a number.
Yeah, that is showing general number. So normally in your date, right, if I just do it this way, it is actually showing you a Julian number. You know what is a Julian number?
No.
If I take this 19 by 01 01 1900, okay, and I convert this into general, this value is 1. In Excel, your dates, the first date, it takes it as this 1900 0101 1900. Okay, now if I add 1 to this value, I add again 1 to this value, okay, and if I convert this into a general format, this is going in a serial number 1 2 3 4 5 6. This number that you see is a Julian representation of this particular date. It is from 0101 1900. Understood? That is what is this
Yeah.
representation of this number. So
Okay.
you just need to convert this into a date.
Date. Okay. Okay. Fine. Thank you.
So,
Yeah.
so when I'm using the workday function, it's taking the second argument as the number of days instead of months. So how should I, like, what should I do?
No, it will take number of days only. It will not take months.
But then how will I get the end date? Like,
So end date is work. So the workday function takes input as the starting date and the number of days that you want to add to it. So that is why it is saying work day. The input you see right over here also it is days. How many days you want to add to this particular date.
yeah,
Right. So if I want to add for 2 months, the work days in 2 months is 40, 5 days a week in that sense. Make sense? Can you show
yes.
can you show me if you want to? Can you share your screen?
Sir, actually, I'm doing this from my phone, so I won't be able to share the screen.
Okay.
I'll try.
You can share a screenshot or a photo.
Okay, sir.
Sir, also in mine, like the first number that is there, that is taking as the number of days,
Hmm.
the actual day. Like over here, the starting date is 10/5/2020 and ending date is 10/16/2020.
Right.
In mine, it is taking as 10/5/2020 and 22/5/2020. So the first one, it is showing as the actual day, first argument.
Can you show me? I didn't get what you're saying. Can you share
Okay.
your screen?
After she
So
shares this.
even I have the same problem.
Yeah, can one of you share your screen?
Okay, I'll
Sir, I
share.
think it's maybe because of the date format. Like yours
Yeah,
is
the date.
MMDDYYY.
Yeah.
But when I'm changing the date format, the numbers are getting swapped too.
Can you share? Can one of you share your screen?
Yeah, I'll share.
Yeah, this is correct by the way. 10/5/05/21. Okay, this is taking as 10th May. If I'm not. What is this?
Yeah, it is taking it as a 10th May. But then while giving the end date, it is swapping the numbers.
Can you go to, in general, go to custom? Again, can you go to date? Go to custom. Go at the bottom, custom. Yeah. In that date, right? In that date. No, in the date over here. You see an option for MMD, whatever that is. YYMMDD at the bottom. You see that?
No, I can type that, right?
Yeah.
DDMM.
कस्टम में जाके टाइप करो वैसा.
हाँ.
हाँ, अभी देखो है ना DDMM 10 DD. ओके, नहीं आपने ब्लैंक सेल पे किया, वो डेट जो है ना ई वाला सेल उस पे करो वो,
हाँ.
जैसे भी आप. Now use format painter and you can apply that.
It's still the same.
नो इधर नीचे नीचे तक ड्रैग करो, फॉर्मेट पेंटर करो.
Hmm.
अभी नीचे जो जिस सेल पे अप्लाई करना है उसको सिलेक्ट करो. नहीं ऐसे नहीं, सिलेक्ट C2.
Yeah.
Click on format painter.
Yeah.
Now select ranges from E3 till E7, whatever it is, E3 to E7.
E2, right?
हाँ E2 to E7. हाँ हाँ बस ओके करो कि नहीं चेंज हुआ. आपका ये कैसा है, C3 में क्या लिखा हुआ है? नहीं हार्ड कोड नहीं करो, उसको ऐड करो. दिस इज इक्वल टू वर्क डे. देखो इक्वल टू वर्क डे. E2, 1. नहीं वो इधर फॉर्मेट पेंटर करके देखो हो जाएगा. अभी वो दूसरे वाला फॉर्मूला भी चेंज करो.
Should I take format printer out? अच्छा नहीं, format printer नहीं
कंट्रोल
होगा.
टी करो,
Yeah,
कंट्रोल
right.
टी
Yeah,
करो.
yeah, 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 yeah.
अभी इधर भी कंट्रोल टी करोगे ना हो जाएगा.
Okay, got it. Okay. Thank you.
Alright. So anybody else who's facing a similar issue? So if you have this data ready, let me know if you haven't got this data ready. Everyone has the data ready or no?
Yes, sir.
One second. So where you have written this, let's try this. So in this column, right, where you have written description, just delete that description. And you have written the description, just delete that description. And we will go and plot a 2D graph, bar graph. That is a stacked bar graph. Okay. One. See some, you'll see data like this. Somebody is watching the news. Okay. So you have this graph. The first step I did was remove that description from here because that kind of interferes in the graph that I want in a way. And I am drawing a 2D bar graph. So I'm just showing it again. I go to insert. I do this 2D bar graph, stacked bar. Everybody is getting this graph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now the next step, what is important for us is this value. Okay, this duration is important for us, not the blue bar. Sorry. So what I do is I cannot delete it this way. It will make it very incomplete. It'll give me a wrong impression. So I need to change the color of this line. When I right click this, I can change the color. I make it white. The outline also I make it white. Now this looks like a Gantt chart, but I still need to fix some things. Understood what I've done till now? I right click this on this and I change the fill. So I can do it two ways. Either when I right click, I see the fill option here itself, or I do format data series. In that, you have the option of the color. In fill, I change it to no fill. Okay, if I just change the fill, I mean there ideally there wouldn't be, if there is a line color, if there was a line color, it would have looked like this, which I don't want this line also. So I need to change the line color also to no line. Everybody got it till here?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, when we saw the Gantt chart, you see how it is? It is going from left to right, right? It's starting from Jan, then it's, I mean, the first step is planning, then research, then design and implementation and follow-up. Here we are starting from requirement gathering, design, development. But how do you see the data over here? Is it the way you want it, or is it going in the opposite direction? How do you see the data going? Is it the way we want it, or is it in the opposite direction?
It's going up.
Sorry?
It's going north.
Its
Yeah, it's,
requirement should be on top.
yeah, requirement should be on top. So let's see if there is something which we can do. So let's see if I right click this, I do format axis. Is there something which I see? Do you see something which I can use over here? Anything?
Categories in reverse order.
Yes, let's try that. Now I'm getting this data in the way I want it. Right? I'm getting requirement gathering at the top, UAT at the bottom. Now my date, right? I don't want it this way. I want to change this. So I'll format this axis and I will check if there is any option to change this. So I have this number. Okay. When I right click this format axis, I see this number in terms of date and I want it in a different format. All right. Let's say I want it in this way. It will show it in this way. Understood? Now I'm getting it in this one format. Now I only want this region. I don't want July, August, September. My project is not starting in July, August, or September. I just want this region. And I can even change the other changes. So everybody got it till here? Alrighty. Now, like I said, I want only this region, not everything else. So basically I want the data to start from 10/5/2020. What do I do is, notice over here when I double click this, okay, I double click this axis, which is my x axis at the top. I double click that and you see this number. What do you think this number is? 44040. What do you think that number is?
So it may be the number value for the first date, like July.
Yes, yes, correct. So if I want to find out the number value for 10/5, I do this and I make this as general. So 44109. Yeah, so here it is 44040 it is starting from. So let's say I make it 109. Now it is starting from October. Cool. And I want it till a particular date. So in that same way, I will try and get the last date value, the Julian date, 44218. Yeah. So this looks like a Gantt chart. I don't need this legend. I can delete the legend. If I want, I can change the formatting. I can change these colors as well. Again, that depends on you. What do you want to do with it? Understood till now?
So could you show again how you change the order of the y-axis?
This one, you
No, no,
change
no, no. On the
this.
y-axis,
Okay, this.
requirement gathering one. Yeah.
So format axis, and I just click this category. Category is in reverse order. I just check this value. Do you see that?
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now this is just the high level view. Now it might be that I know that in my requirement, in my development and unit testing, I have 4 programs to write. Each of them takes 5 days. Okay. So in over here, right, I can add a row. I can literally add a row. Say I add 4 rows over here. And I say program A, program B, program C, program D. I'll have this breakup of this program A. It's going to start from here. It's going to take 4 days. Okay, so I do this workday. And I copy this. looks a little weird. I don't know why. This should actually fall in line with this. I don't know why it's not falling in that line. Weird. So ideally that's how it happens. But I'll have to check why it's not happening. It should come here. This development time.
So maybe it could be because we're just counting the weekdays.
Possibly.
But in the graph, I think they count the weekends also, like to show the date.
Yes, could be. But I'll check that. But I just wanted to give you an idea that you can create a Gantt chart in Excel also. Normally there is a specific tool for that. I mean, in any software that you'll probably use, Jira or any other tool that you might use, that will have this option of creating a Gantt chart once you have added all of these. There are other things people add. There is a dependency of A on B. Before this gets completed, you cannot start this. Alright, so all those elements come into picture. So I just wanted to give you an idea how you could create a Gantt chart. I can change the color just for this if I want to, but that is a tedious task. I cannot really change it for multiple options. So here I change this color. Again here also again I'll go and manually change this color. So I see I mean visually it's more uh, clear that this is the value. I'm showing that in terms of a specific. I can easily make out that this is my requirement gathering phase, or rather development phase of program A, program B, C, D. So it's easy to showcase and represent. Got the idea?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Any questions? So there's only a couple of concepts left in Excel. Let's see if we can. So I'm not sure if we can do that today. That is called goal seek and solver. So we'll try and take that up next time. Okay. All right, folks. If no other questions, enjoy your day. And by the way, just type in your names and I'll mark the attendance.